Hello, sweet bees. Well, we have a honeybee with us. I don't know how long she's going to stay, but she's very insistent. Always looking for extra love. But we're going to attempt doing a new moon reading. We have a new moon this Tuesday, which is 3 days from now. But of course, it doesn't matter which day you're following on this video. There will be a message for you, no doubt. Okay, honeybee, let's get down. You know, the funny thing is, this is my daughter's growing little kitty, and she has two. She called one snail and the other one honeybee, because she thought they were little buggers, and so she wanted to give them like little bug names. And so it's funny that she called her Honeybee, and Honeybee is very often coming or interested to see what's going on when I'm going to spend time with my tarot and oracle. So that's funny. Funny coincidence. Okay, so let's see which divine energy, if Honeybee is going to let us, is going to be with us. S'il vous plaît, no guide, for this new moon. I have the word season in my head, but this new moon phase. Voilà, here is the word. S'il vous plaît. No, so I keep being interrupted by many different things, so let's see how this reading is going to be. Maybe this means that we as a hive or as a whole, or some individual or the people that are going to be listening to this, just we are going to attend to doing certain things, and there is going to be delay. I'm sorry, I'm going to move this so we have more view on what's going on here. Here we go. So this could be the sign that not to get frustrated, because we keep trying to get to something and there is always something else that needs to be done before. So what just fell off here? We have Green Tara. Wow, she's gorgeous. You know, this is the first thing that jumped at me from this picture, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it, was the flowers, and I saw something that just made me open my mouth and be really surprised. I saw something very sexual in the artwork of the flowers. So does this mean you guys are going to have some fun during this new moon phase? There is a lot of flowers. Maybe there is courting. You know, like with the hair, I almost feel like snakes, which obviously is not. But that's the energy that's jumping at me right now. Even though this talks about supreme protection, you are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. Maybe this means that you all need to trust whatever relationships you are getting yourself into or starting. S'il vous plaît, no guide. But I like that we have a supreme protection that just came out. S'il vous plaît, but it didn't feel like, it felt like an extra message. S'il vous plaît, no guide d'amour. Merci. No, 3, that's too much. What was that one? Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Could we get, you know, it's not easy also with Honeybee right there. S'il vous plaît, no guide. Can we get a divine energy? Who is going to that divine? Okay, this one. Freya, talking about phases and cycle. You know what's funny is that we have the Cloak of Wisdom at the bottom of the deck. What I find interesting is the colors and the difference here. We have a black cat with us, and we have a black bird. Actually, I want to take the book to read about it. We were talking about extreme protection. I can't help but feel the energies of Jesus. We have the snake again that was jumping at me. The energy of protection, circle, and trust. It just tells you to trust what you know. So we have a black kitty over here, and we have the black bird. Freya talks about, with these phases and cycles, I cannot help but think of the Wheel of Fortune from the Tarot deck. we are starting a new cycle next week. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I like that, especially we're talking about trust. It feels like maybe with the next couple of weeks, because we're on a full moon in the back here. Pay attention to your dreams. Also, maybe if some of you dream of a friend or a family member or somebody that loves you or that you love, that's on the other side of the veil, I would pay attention to those dreams. It feels like maybe you'll get some indication there. There is something very, I mean, look at how she's looking. Like, it's like someone is like, look at me, pay attention to what I'm telling you. This is very important. But something, obviously with this new moon coming, we get a new cycle, so you have the opportunity to start new intentions, new manifestation, write your wishes. So Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. See, we were talking about love earlier. She is a twin flame of Odin and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. So we're back with the protection here and the trust and trusting your intuition. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with the moon energy and helps us recognize that our life is a cycle that is always changing. She herself is a maiden, the mother and the crone aspect of all women, and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. Sorry, honeybee. So this also could be telling you that a phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. No, oh my God. Sorry. Can I finish the story here, honeybee, please? Let's finish the story of Freya and see why she's here with us. She's going to come back. How is this? You get some special love from honeybee. So a phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that this mighty goddess Freya will guide you. It won't hurt you to be like, okay, Freya, show me, even if it's something quick. For example, one day, it was when I had the time to do the morning messages, it was Lord Ganesh that came out, or Ganesha that came out of this deck. And the picture I had, for those of you who have listened, heard, or fallen on this video, the picture I had when it came out was one of those moments where you're driving on the long street and you keep getting green lights. And that's what I was describing, the energies of Ganesh that day. I was like, this feels like everything is going to be fine today. Everything is going to flow like a beautiful, slow river, but, no interruptions. Everything is going to flow. That was the feeling I had. And when I got in my car, I somewhat as a joke, somewhat as curiosity, somewhat as a quick little prayer, I said, okay, Lord Ganesha, show me what you got. And to get out of town, which takes me usually about 10 minutes, I got on, I live like at the very end of a peninsula. And so that's about like 2 miles, 2.5 miles of a long straight street to get out of town. When I got to the first traffic light of the road, and then it's like pretty much every other blocks, it was all green, and I remember laughing and smiling and be like, oh my god, this is fun. This is like a hardly ever seen situation that like every light was green. So it was like, here, I showed you. So all that to say that sometimes we we don't think that they will show us a sign, but they will. So if you find yourself in a situation where there has been a lot of changes, where you feel overwhelmed, like you were saying, just ask a little push, a little help, a little tap on the back from Freya, and you may be surprised from the energy of Freya in any case. So now that you're here, you feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends and take heart. This is an exciting time. With the illusions, keep in mind that it could very well be what you were telling yourself. Sometimes we think something about a person or a situation, and that's, let's say, when you first go out with someone, and everything is beautiful, everything is perfect, and you have that what is it, like, there is no blinder than the one who loves type thing. So not that you should stop loving, but whatever you may have taken as a coincidence, or trying to cover because you like this person too much, or a situation too much, or trust it too much, you will see things for what they are. Not necessarily because you're told, but because you'll finally see. Or maybe because you will finally listen to your intuition. That's something that could be quite powerful. Okay, so let's see what wisdom the oracle is going to give us, s'il vous plaît. No guide d'amour. What wisdom are you going to give us with this oracle, s'il vous plaît? Oh, that jumped out very quickly. Treasure Island. Look at that. I like this because the total, I always think of it as the representation of the energy that's carrying the world. Your world, the world, the universe, whatever. But if you pay attention to what's on it, we have like a treasure box. And there is a bunch of hearts and starfish looking things that jumps out, or stars. So we have in here abundance of love, hopes, and gold. It's like if you open the box, you may see what you already have, and this could also be the beginning of something amazing, and you're finally on the treasure island and you have everything that you have hoped and dreamed of. Notice how the total is also, we see a moment, but she's obviously swimming. There is action on the water. We can see the top of the water and we can see under the water. So that just confirms the revelations and the illusions of things that you'll be able to see, what you don't think you would have been able to see. There is also a bunch of hearts and money falling under. So it's like you have all this opportunity, all this abundance, and remember to be grateful. All this awesome stuff coming at you, and you're also distributing to the world. So this is a very powerful, very beautiful message here. It's also, I feel like, a bringer of light, light bringer, and I'm not thinking of something necessarily evil by that, but more like you have seen the light. You're finally, maybe for some of you there is a revelation of like when you finally start trusting your intuition, you suddenly all of a sudden you see signs everywhere, and you're like, oh my god, that's what that means. And like you may even start feeling a little crazy. But that's exactly like all these energies that's brought to you. But and you may or may not notice there is a visage, the face of spirit in the middle here of the box. So once you open this box that may have inspired you with fear before, like all of a sudden you can see that this is all just about love and somewhat wishes come true, and light, and sharing the abundance and the love, and as you share you see that there is still some more, so you can never run out of love. That's and at the bottom of the deck, a change in the wind. So there is also, as much as you may have resisted some change, it's I was going to say I'm sorry. No, I'm happy to tell you that it's here. And notice how we have a slither of a moon over here, like a waxing crescent moon, and we have the full moon with Freya. So it feels like this change is happening quite quick. Okay, so you know what? I am not even ready with the new moon reading that I usually. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to use a new moon tarot spread from the blackcattarot.com that I've been using for quite a long time now. When did I start? A year and a half ago or something. Okay, so I like this one because it's only a 4 cards reading. You should be quick. I'm going to use the Lunar Tarot. Thank you, Crystal, for offering that to the channel. This is a really cool deck. I like it. It's perfect for the moon readings. Allez, s'il vous plaît, nos guides d'amour, give us a clear message for this new moon cycle, s'il vous plaît. This is okay. I like little messages, but oh, there is an upside down pause. Okay, so there is a direction. Here we go. I think I was doing what was I doing? I was shuffling in the wrong side. Not that I know how to shuffle. I've been studying tarot for so many years, I was never able to. The Empress Rebirth. I love this Empress is very interesting, and I love how it's called Rebirth. That just tells me again new start, and how you had it all in you, and how you have to trust your intuition, and you know, the Empress talks about love, but we don't necessarily think of the Empress as rebirth. But this is just confirming the energy of new start and new season. And we are working on the new moon. Okay, so we are start on the new moon energy. So it's again just confirming the energy of new cycle. Alors, s'il vous plaît, no kid. Let's get to the bottom of this. The disagreement. There is still some discussion on whatever project some of you are working on. That keeps happening. That was jumping on the full moon message, this one, I believe. Okay, s'il vous plaît. Yes. Moon rating, s'il vous plaît. I'm tired of the jumpers. 8 of Cups. Some of you may be leaving a situation. You know, that Freya was talking about you wanting to have something new happening. And I ignored this one, sorry. I gotta get going with the reading. And how you are overwhelmed. So we are, you know, just being confronted with these energies. You know, a lot of the time, we can just focus on the 2 cards, and then we'll just go back around. I like to do a longer reading to get somewhat of different details, but see, new ideas. We're back to the new. We're not back. We're just staying on the new. Okay, can I get like a clean shuffle, s'il vous plaît, les guides? Okay, one last one. Boom. Thank you. Finally. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? 9 of Wands, perseverance. It's just, you know, you feel overwhelmed. There is a lot to do, but you're called on. Keep going. This, like, you are on the end of that overwhelming cycle. you know, with the 9 we're reaching, you know, the 10 in the end. Okay, so what are the thoughts and feeling of our little bees right now, s'il vous plaît? See, confidence. So that's good. And notice the black cat. I love that. Just because we had Honeybee with us at the very beginning. So let's see. It's not even a black cat. Like the black cat turned into a panther. This is a panther on this card. It's gorgeous. We have the green, obviously, with the energy of the earth. The green is also the energy of your heart. The heart chakra with confidence. You have that confidence with you. You know you're going to grow. You have the energy of a queen. And the Queen of Wands is passionate. So you're following your passions. You're trusting yourself. You have the strengths of the panther, like you're roaring with excitement and growing into yourself, and you know, like with all these plants, you have grown into yourself. So congratulations, this is truly an exciting moment for you right now. I love that. This is nice because usually we have like all this negative stuff, like, oh, you're feeling overwhelmed or you have anxiety. I'm very excited about the energy right there. This is awesome. Some of you may be very connected to the earth as well. I want to see if it says something about the panther in the booklet. Sorry for the readings, but hey, I'm called to read the thing. Can you see that? Well, I mean, I want you to see it without reflection. It's a gorgeous card, and she never came out yet from this deck anyways. Keywords: independence, openness, determination. Take a lesson from this queen ruled by exuberant Sagittarius. That may mean some stuff to you. She is adventurous and broad-minded. She has poise, passion, and self-worth. Some may call her a diva, but you want her on your team because she has what it takes to get things done and is loyal and straightforward. This is you right now, okay? This is your energy. Whether this is the person you are encountering now or whether these are the attributes you should be adopting, this is a positive card to draw. The Queen of Wands encourages you to take up space, to be unashamed and proud, vibrant and inspirational. Make connection with others and go after your dreams. In love, this card encourages you to be affectionate, open, and upfront. Don't worry about what others think of you. Be your fabulous self and lovers will be drawn to your radiance. Honesty draws couples together. This card can signify positive pregnancy news as well. I didn't think about that one, but we had the Empress that jumped out. So congratulations for those of you who wanted to be pregnant. If you don't want to, I would strongly urge you to protect yourself. Since we were talking about sexual encounters at the very there was that card that jumped out, and I saw that right away. I was talking about passion and sex and stuff like that. So should you not want to be pregnant, watch it. And if now's the time, baby, go have fun. This card can signify positive pregnancy news. In career, you will be determined and passionate about your job and leading a team. In money, you're financially savvy and you should trust your instincts. So we are back to that. So this is the now, the energies of now, your thoughts and feeling about the present. It's exciting, it's passionate, it's fun, it's you're it, baby. You're awesome. Pat yourself on the back again. I love these energies of these past few weeks and months because it feels like a lot of you have passed the not that this is I don't want to say that as a negative thing, so please don't say that as a negative thing, but like the quote-unquote poor me moment. You have stopped crying on yourself, you have stopped feeling sorry for yourself, you acted, and now you just see how awesome you are. So love it. And if the channel has had anything to do, I'm even more excited. So visualize the life that you want and desire. What is the life that our little bee want and desire? Like we, everything I feel, but our little bees, what do they want and desire? S'il vous plaît, no guide. Whoa. That the life that you want and desire? No. This card comes with the word temptation. The word apologies. But I've stated before, this devil in this deck is very interesting because the chain is broken. He's attached to the energies of the moon, his hand in any case, but the chain, like you have to see the devil in this, I feel all the time, as a breaker of chain. And notice how there is light and passion in his hand here, and how there is a light of the divine he is choosing to hold on to, okay? But the addiction, the negative stuff is broken. So think of that rebel attitude, that fun attitude, that no fear attitude. I feel like since this is the life that you want and desire, I think of it more as a I am now able to go without fear, to break from bad habits, to break from bad decisions, to show the diva that I really am, because you're there already. So it feels like you want to be even freer. Well, the cards apparently are here to tell you that you'll get there. That I wouldn't see this as a dark energy, but more like you able to use this darkness that you think that you have, or these dark energies, or all this negativity that you've been suffering from, or this anxiety, you're finally breaking from it. And with the horns here, I'm thinking also with the way we see the legs, I'm feeling the energy of the Sagittarius again here, but also the Aries and the Capricorn. There is that notion of freedom too with the wings, like you can catch the moon if you want to. You are unstoppable. Obviously, don't let that go to your head. I feel like the energy that I feel like there is a warning. It's like, don't let all that awesomeness that's arriving to you, don't let it go to your head. Don't make yourself turn into a what is it, like not the know-it-all, but the show-off, the guy, the person that everybody wants to run away from. Be careful not to get to that. But the life that you want is ready just to be free. So that's cool. How are you going to achieve the life that you want? How is our little bee going to achieve the life that they want, s'il vous plaît? By accept, okay, the Five of Cup, it says absence here. This is a card of grieving. So some of you, it feels, it's funny, see, I was talking about the negative stuff. I was talking about how you're breaking free from that. This is confirming this. The Five of Cups is a card of grief. In the regular, not, this is the regular tarot. I'm sorry, this is how, but in the Rider-Waite, which is like, it has more, to me, this is I'm sorry, this is like the Tarot de Marseille. Apologies, this is how the original was made. Like, you have, it's a Five of Cups, you have 5 cups, but the meaning behind it is grief. And like I was going to say, in the Rider-Waite Smith, you see a man with a character with a black cloak, and he's very sad, and he's looking at the cups on the ground. Apologies. So I mean, quite simply, just, you have to grieve, you have to let go, you have to accept some absence. It could be grieving about someone who's passed on the other side of the veil, like we talked about that at the beginning too. Or it could just be a breakup, or someone who left, or maybe you left, you move. In order for you to achieve the life that you want, you have to let go of something. There is something you need to say goodbye to. You've attached yourself to that. This is keeping you prisoner. That whatever that's making you sad, or whatever that's keeping you in that state of grief. So there is different stages to grieving. I would just keep it simple and go see what if you just read on the stages of grieving, maybe you are holding on to anger, or maybe you're holding on to sadness, just the acceptance part is the most difficult part, but this is also the part that will just make you lighter. I was talking about accepting something earlier too, and how you just that was about accepting your intuition, how you suddenly feel lighter, and how you just you'd be just floating on the world and going wonderfully in your life. Like, let yourself being carried by that total. This is obviously an imagery, but let the world carry you. You'd be surprised with the abundance that you can find and that will come to you. So grieving is very difficult, but when we grieve, it's the refusal to accept the situation. So, as easy as it is to say, but from the moment you will accept what is not anymore, you'll be able to break the chain. I mean, this is simple in the sense that it makes sense. It's difficult, but you are really called on to see that and see the situation. Like, since the beginning, it was like, once you see, you'll be free. So see, accept, get freedom from it. A divine message from the universe. What extra message could, like, freedom, a ten of cups, a 10 of pentacles, a judgment, death, maybe. What message could we get? Folie le s'il vous plaît, nos guides d'amour. The Emperor, authority. So it's interesting. Notice again the I don't want to say the horns, but yeah, the horns, the Capricorn energy, the Sagittarius energy, the Aries energy. To me, the stubbornness. See, with the Nine of Wands here, you're carrying something heavy. You're being stubborn. Maybe, the Emperor tends to be stubborn. We have the number 4 today is May 4th. I can't help but thinking of Star Wars here for some reason with the Emperor. See, so look at that. We have the Emperor under the Devil. I'm thinking of like Darth Vader for some reason. Authority. What do they say about that? Let's see what the booklet says about the Emperor, because that's a divine message. What do we have? What I find interesting too is how on the top card you see how the devil holds on to the moon with his hand, like he's almost hanging from it, but I feel like he's more like trying to get the energy from it. And in this, the way the Emperor in this deck is sitting, he's relaxed, he's looking at things he has a full moon behind him. He has the whole light of the moon, and he has like a little moon, like that looks like this moon up there around his neck. So he doesn't have to hold on to it anymore. It's part of him. He is able to, like, you'll get there I really feel like you finally, should you listen to the advice of this and accept the situation for what it is, you'll get that freedom, that what you're envisioning here, to break free, and you'll have control of everything. And this authority, it's more what I see as you having control of your life finally, or that feeling that you can sit and look and be the one in control of the situation, because it feels like this is what you are craving. What does he have around his neck? Oh no, this is what's holding the cape. And look, notice how he has, well, this is a lunar tower, but he has the tattoos of the phases of the moon around his arm. And they are also showing over here, reminding us that life is a cycle. So if you've had, down, you're just going to go up. It just, life is just like the market is always up and down, like life is always up and down. It's up to us to float through those energies, like the turtle over here. We can choose to stress, or we can choose to let the next phase come and just enjoy ourselves as much as possible. So the difficult way, but you feel like, to me it feels like you feel like you were out of control. So what does the Emperor tell us? Structure, solid foundations, protectiveness. We are back to the protection again. The Emperor is a father figure, a figure of authority and masculinity, dressed in dark blue tunic and deep red cloak. He marries with vitality with guidance and direction. This card indicates that the energy from the moon is transforming into leadership and innovation. I like with the innovation, I can't help but thinking of this intuition and getting information, creation. This strong energy we have with the Queen of Wands here. I mean, like between these two, talk about the sensuality too, because the devil talks about that as well. So this next couple of weeks, there could be some fun stuff going on between those two here. This could be also, I feel no, I was trying to see if there was a narcissist thing, but no, because I see this card as a breaker of chain here. We are breaking a bad habit. We are seeing the temptation for what it is. But I really think like we are gaining control of a situation. I don't see anything negative here. Just a lot of very strong masculine action energy, especially with the wand. We are into the action also, so a lot of heat, a lot of passion, a lot of new stuff. During the time of Aries moon energy, we are in May, so we are back we're in the Taurus now. Are we? Yes. During the time of Aries moon energy, you can gain clarity on what needs to leave your life and work toward a new project, possibly one you have been avoiding due to fear. You're breaking this energy, you're getting to it. It's time to take action rather than prevaricate. Interesting word. I'm assuming that means the opposite of action. This card and this moon brings us courage, and they bring us courage and bravery and encourage us to defend ourselves and others. A competitive spirit. There was a 5 of Wands that jumped earlier. So obviously you've been competing against something. A competitive spirit is highlighted now. Just keep it in check and make sure it doesn't become ruthless. So see, this is the energy. I'm like, is there something negative? Yeah, and I was saying here, be careful to, I forget what it was now. So back, go back a little bit. The warning that this card was giving you earlier. Oh, be careful not to be overconfident, to think that you're better than everybody else. The moon mantra here is embrace knowledge. So you still have some stuff to learn. This card indicates structure and a masculine approach to whatever is going on in your life. Again, the masculine approach means action versus nurturing and thinking. And you can work towards the goals that you have set for yourself. There is a good chance of success, but understand that there are no shortcuts. You'll need to be brave and upfront. In love, this card can indicate a romantic relationship with a mature and powerful type. This person will be a positive influence on you, and although sweet talk will not be on the agenda, they will fight your corner and be practical and protective. Depending on the situation and the spread, this card may indicate an egotistical type, who is domineering and overbearing. Especially that is under the devil, so that's the part that you have to watch out for, I feel, if we are talking about a new relationship. But I mean, again, that's up to you. As the Queen of Wands, you know what you want, so I don't expect any. This feels like a very strong couple right here, and it's up to you to let him know, hey, you're going a little too far here. But it feels to me that it's just coming from a desire to protect you, but some men just don't know how to handle that, so you could also break him from this pattern, break this attitude of being overbearing and overprotective. Depending in career, it can indicate persistence when it comes to getting what you want. It is a good indication of success in a job search and making your mark in your workplace by taking charge. A more senior workmate or boss may provide you with guidance or mentorship. In money, this card urges you to take control. Have a clear understanding of where your money is going, and you should be on the road to prosperity. I'm glad I read this because this is a message of the universe, and I really wanted to cover. I don't always do this, but today I was called to, so here you are. There was a lot actually going on in this new moon reading. Let's see what the Sacred Spirit by Anna Stark is going to give us extra. Lots of blue stuff here. Well, obviously, we have 3 blues out of 4 cards. S'il vous plaît. We have 2 major arcanas as well. An extra message. An advice. Can we get an advice for Little Bees? Merci. Once I ask it. Hey, we got a blue again. With the number 3, I'm feeling the, when you're brainstorming, communicating, working together, there is also the notion of partying, because I'm thinking of the 3 of Cups. Again, I'm not thinking of the, to me, the three of Cups, 99% of the time is a time for celebration. It's not like, a third party situation or cheating or whatever. We're talking about a new situation here, and we were talking about protection since the very beginning. This is caution needed to me. I'm taking this more as a look at this card and how we have this masculine energy again in here. Like, you are being cautioned. Caution is not the word I want to use, but the universe has your back. It has everybody's back. But right now you're in a stage of your life where your intuition is very strong, or the messages that the universe is wanting to send to you are just coming at you, and it's in a very almost disturbing manner. Okay, like you'll see a lot of synchronicities or a lot of signs, and you may even ask yourself, like, am I being a little cuckoo? You're not. Pay attention. Maybe that's why it says like caution is needed. Pay attention to the dreams I was talking about at the beginning, to the sign like repetitive numbers. Maybe this will be the 3. We have the devil, that's 16. That's 6, 5. We got a 5 here. We got a 5 of cup. We got a 5. I see the 5 with a V. That's a 3. Okay, so that doesn't tell me much. We got a 9. Nope. It doesn't seem that we're getting that sign over here. But possible that those Queen and Emperor and thing, maybe that will mean something to you, okay? You are... The universe is definitely trying to communicate with you. Could be, like I said at the very beginning, somebody from the other side. Pay attention to those. Don't most of the time, out of fear, we'll just push it away. We'll just won't listen. We'll feel something and we're like, no, I don't want to pay attention to that. Stop doing that. Whatever that little nagging thing that comes at you, listen to it. Pay attention to it. If anything, that feels like this has been the recurring message of this reading here. Somebody is trying to tell you something and wants you to listen. Emotional challenges, and it says resolve the issue. We're talking about the grieving. Apologies, so we are back to that. Okay, so that was the advice here. Pay attention to the s'il vous plaît, to the sign. Ask prayer for help. I would just always go to Mother Mary if it's too difficult for you to if it feels weird to ask the goddess from what you think of, what we can think of as a not mystical, mythological type story. S'il vous plaît, message, okay. What extra message could we get for a little bees? I'm using the Moonology Oracle what is it? Moonology Oracle. S'il vous plaît, no kid, an extra message for a little bees, which is, I feel, just pay attention to the sign. We can get an extra clue, s'il vous plaît. Allez, I'm gonna go get it. Your hard work is paying off, so we're just confirming, you know, the patting yourself in the back, and notice this is a Capricorn, but we got horns again, so energy, strong masculine stuff. To me, that's a sign too. I mean, if you are a sign, you know, with horns like Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius may not have any, but I always think of it as a fire. It is a fiery sign. So especially based like the centaur, like I can't help but think of the centaur. So I want to throw the Sagittarius in there. And we have like the mermaid type rest of body. So the fish wants to be in there too. So all of those in. It says Capricorn, but I'm also thinking of the goat. If some of you know the goat, La Chèvre de Monsieur Seguin. So there was a story, I have no idea what that wants to, and like it looks like a new moon. There was a story of when I was a child, and I don't know why I was so attracted to this story. It was the goat of Mr. Seguin, and the goat always wanted to go on the other side of the house, like, you know, she had a cord, you know, to keep her safe, you know, with the man in the man's home. And conclusion, are within reach. So you're approaching we're talking about the 9 of Wands. I'm doing a parenthesis here. Full moon eclipse. We just had one, so maybe when it started to change for you. Or maybe the next full moon. Okay, so to go back to my story of the goat, she kept on wanting to go out of the house, of the safety, of the man that was protecting her. And he was always telling her, you can go over there is a wolf. But she was so curious. It's kind of like the Little Red Hood type story. Little Red Riding Hood. And so the goat escapes when they, like, the cord breaks, or she bites enough at it that she gets her freedom. Like here, you break the chain, and she goes in the world. And during that day, like, she's so happy, and she's jumping, and she's eating the grass everywhere, and she's having so much fun. And comes the night, and she starts getting scared, and the wolf finds her, and long story short, the wolf eats her. So like every time I was reading it, I was so happy when I would empathize with the joy of freedom that the goat was having. As a child myself, she was like, oh my god, how fun it is. And but then she's lost and she wanders and she doesn't find her path home, and she loses because she dies, so she endangered herself by not listening to the advice that were given to her, and she loses big time at the end. I would always hope for her to make it back home and be safe, but the story always went that way. So that just, maybe I'm going there, my mind, my intuition, whatever, my guides want me to tell you this story, to go back to these energies that I was talking about, with the be careful to not let it go to your head, okay? Don't endanger yourself with all this cool stuff that you're doing. If you are being shown sign to be cautious, if you are feeling off about something, if you are given some advice, pay attention, be cautious. The universe seems to me is trying to tell you many things, so listen. Even if it is through a mentor, a father, a grandfather, an older neighbor, you are being even really awesome advice. Don't be deaf to it. That got somewhat dark, but just, and you feel when you will endanger yourself. So don't let that happen, okay? Allez, a little moon magic message for a little bit, s'il vous plaît. That jumped out. Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. That's the energy of the Queen of Wands here. What's the picture? Oh, and we are with the blue again. The blue is the throat chakra. So maybe some of you also need to communicate. Okay, and let's go with Mother Mary, because that was supposed to be a short reading, and we are at, what is that, an hour already? S'il vous plaît, maman, a message for a little bit. Like it wasn't clear already. Just be careful, don't overdo it. Trust your instinct, trust the advice you're being given. You are amazing, you know that, but don't let it go over your head. Appreciate the abundance that's coming to you. S'il vous plaît, maman, a message for a little bit. Okay. Our Lady of Quiet Blossoming. And I like the quiet is also, again, like, don't over... Oh, look at this one that's on top, like how beautiful it is. I don't think I've ever grossed a shirt. She wanted to come, so, and the blue attracted me. We have the gold over her head. The flower, it's beautiful. Okay. With the dove here, I can obviously think of the protection again. So, Our Lady of Quiet Blossoming. Before transformation bears fruit, you must labor with great trust. The seedling has profound courage. It gathers strength in the underground darkness before it is ready for the astonishing feat of cracking open in shell, powerfully pushing down roots and reaching up to break through the soil and find the light. You have such courage, instinct, and power within. Trust in the process and in what you must be. That fear, that's coming out again. It's not the first time we bring up your fear here in the readings. Okay, I have some upside down, but I'll just leave it. And a healing message from the angels that I don't use very often. S'il vous plaît, message. What message for a little bit? I can't even thank you. Determination. That's very strong here with it. I feel this word in this reading because I feel the stubbornness, but also, you know, that confidence and that keep on going. Where was it here? No, it wasn't with this one. Like, trust yourself. Oh, your hard work is paying off. And I was saying, like, keep going with what you believe. Determination, perseverance, and patience will lead to a positive outcome. So keep going, trust in yourself. The change is coming. Like, trust yourself that too, okay? You've worked hard. Faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. Well, I think we're already there. So those of you may have needed that little extra. And a gratitude message, because you know how much I want you all to remember to be grateful. That's the, when you're grateful, when you're grateful, you have the battle is won. Okay, can I get a little bit of help? Yes, s'il vous plaît. Gratitude message for these for this morning reading. Thank you. Hey. Horns again. Okay, there is this energy though of king with that with the stag here. Have some grace. You are called. Okay, some of you may be achieving something amazing, something that they never thought they would achieve. Don't let your ego inflate. Don't let your ego take over. I really feel like this is there may be some ego issue, like how all of a sudden, like, I'm here, so you know, you start changing your behavior with people around you, or you start treating people like that beneath you, or like, watch out for that. It feels grace is a sign of trust in a higher power. Also, that makes me feel like, watch out, like, be grateful with what the universe is bringing you, because it can also take it away. This is a warning, like that's been coming, that I've been feeling, that underlying stuff, like everything is so wonderful, just keep on being grateful. As much as the universe has your back, there is karma too. And if you start behaving in a way that the universe feels like you don't deserve all this anymore, even though you worked hard, but if all of a sudden, I don't know, you become lazy, you treat people a certain way, you know, like, there is a danger of that, like, because you've achieved, then suddenly some of you may change. Like, I feel like this is something we have to keep on remaining humble. It feels like the message is very strong, that I've been feeling that throughout the whole reading. Stay humble, my little bee. Congratulations for your achievements. They are great, they are amazing, but remain humble. With that, I'm sending you love, and I hope you keep on being awesome. Being awesome. Bye.